Hello guys, welcome again. So let's talk about Bitcoin. We have a new weekly close and the monthly close is coming actually. So let's talk about Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is not gonna move this week. Bitcoin is gonna just be staying sideways because usually it's like that before the monthly close. So let's talk about Bitcoin in 1 day chart. First of all, here Bitcoin now is firing. Well, following my system of trading, right? We have here not like technically a buy signal, of course not. This is just telling me Bitcoin is gonna stay in sideways here. It's gonna be in sideways here at least the next 10 days. So all this week, Bitcoin is just gonna do something like this, okay? So of course the projection is gonna be sideways right now, and in some point when you see Bitcoin the ADX the slope getting negative, I think it's gonna take a long time. Potentially we could see a bounce, but this bounce is just gonna be a sell opportunity. Now, there are some things I was doing the chart yesterday, and there are some things like honestly I don't like. I think there is a very good chance Bitcoin just will be in sideways, and we will not see a bounce actually from here. Actually, Bitcoin from here is gonna just keep crashing. The reason is simple. Let me show you here in 12-hour chart. In 12-hour chart, we have here Bitcoin testing the seller line here, and actually Bitcoin is not bouncing. Actually, it's in sideways, right? So usually when I see this kind of pattern, um, many times I saw something like this, right? Bitcoin in any asset, right? And not just Bitcoin, is dropping here, maybe making new lows, and after that, eventually you can see a bullish average forming here, and from there, yes, that is the bounce I was looking for. But usually, not always, but many times I saw the same thing. So we have to be careful here because, at least in my case, I was in long position yesterday. I canceled my position. I mean, Bitcoin didn't move at all. So now we have a 4-hour sell signal here. So I canceled my position. I am flat again, looking for maybe, well, just waiting for the next buy signal here. So the thing here right now, because the monthly is coming here, so I am expecting just to see Bitcoin in sideways here all the week, and we will not see anything else like a big move. I don't think so. I think Bitcoin just, we are gonna see the monthly close. Now let's talk about the monthly close, because the monthly close is coming in 1 week, in a few days. 3 days, 3 or 4 days. So what is happening right now here? Bitcoin, as I said before, is what is doing right now here with this price action is not healthy. It's not healthy, and it's the first time in the history of Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually is testing 2 times the ME21 in less than just 4 months. Let me show you here. Sorry, the monthly. Yes, as you can see, this is not healthy. You see the price of Bitcoin every time when Bitcoin was about the ME21, we saw a massive pump, right? Every time here and a massive pump, and after that, when we have some sideways here, what happened? Bitcoin just dropped to the ME55 here. So right now here, for me, this is looking like a bull trap in the higher time frames. It's the first time I see this setup for Bitcoin. Of course, it's the monthly, right? It will take a lot of time. But just think about it, right? Bitcoin from the ME55 is at 23, almost 24K, to the top around 30K is just around 15%. So it's almost nothing. So Bitcoin is, the performance right now for Bitcoin is very bad. So with this close is coming in the next 3 days. So Bitcoin is gonna close below the ME55, sorry, the ME21, and of course it's gonna test the ME21 around $24,700. Any close below 25K, that is, as I said before, any close below below 25K, you will see again another test to $18,000. And actually, that is the target that I'm looking for right now. I am looking for Bitcoin testing 20K, 18K this year. I know maybe many people, they are looking for 50K, 60K, whatever, but no, actually I'm looking for something like this. something like this, and here potentially is going to be the last opportunity of this year to buy Bitcoin or any altcoin. And after that, if everything is okay, we will see the bull market. Now, there is one thing I mean, is potentially this is gonna be a potentially there's a probability if we see 18K and Bitcoin breaks $18,000, 17K around there, and not just breaks, close a weekly close there, for example, 1 week there below there, there is a the chances to see Bitcoin again at 14K, 10K, yes, they will be real. Why? Because technically speaking, by the end of the year, let me show you this. By the end of the year, maybe in October, November, you will see a monthly sell signal again for Bitcoin. And that is gonna be very, very interesting because it's gonna be the first time Bitcoin actually, in the history of Bitcoin, according to this chart, Bitcoin is gonna print a sell signal and below the ME55. You understand? So the idea is this: if you see Bitcoin, imagine you see Bitcoin at $18,000, 19. Technically speaking, it's gonna be below the ME55, right? Yes. Plus sell signal in the monthly. That is gonna be the first time. The first setup we will see a better setup in the monthly basis for Bitcoin, and that is gonna be very interesting. Because I don't care because I can short Bitcoin, right? But all the bulls out there, like, oh, you know what, Bitcoin holding buy because Bitcoin will hit 1 million one day. Yeah, I think they will have to wait more time. So if we see that, if we see this sell signal here and Bitcoin is below here, something like this, we will have to wait at least another year. Maybe 2024 is not gonna be the year. Maybe 2025, maybe potentially yes. So that's why right now Bitcoin is not bullish. Actually, it's not. It's not like before. Now let's talk about the weekly chart because we have a new close weekly basis, and this is a beautiful setup for bull traps, as you can see here. Now all the moving average here are contracting here. If you see a bounce here, it's gonna be a sell opportunity. And the technically speaking, yes, the target is around $21,000. That is the area I am looking for, around this area. So this is not healthy, not healthy anymore. This is I saw well many times in, of course, different time frames. This kind of setup here, when you see the moving average doing something like this, I mean, there is no gap in between. Volatility is contracting, so usually you will see a break. So in this case, 25K is the level. Any break below 25K, you will see Bitcoin at 20K by the end of the year, or maybe who knows, right? Sometimes I say by the end of the year or in 1 month, and suddenly just Bitcoin the next 24 hours just crash, right? That happened to me a couple times. For example, here in this area, when I say, hey, breaking 30K, we will see maybe first target is around 17, 18K, around 20K, around there, and that happened just in less than 1 week. So the thing here is like when Bitcoin is moving, Bitcoin actually likes to move very, very, very hard. Now, we have here this setup here in weekly chart. Technically speaking, Bitcoin is still bullish in volume. Yes, but as you can see here right now, this volume is not looking the same. This volume is not looking the same as this one, as this one, as this one. In 2015, when we saw OBB above the 55 here, the bottom was already in. And here in 2019, the same thing, right? Like here was around $300, here $3,000, and here I have to be honest with you, this is not looking any more healthy. The price action is not the same, as you can see here. So any break below the MA55 here, that is gonna be the major warning in weekly chart, where potentially, I don't want to say this right now because I don't have the evidence right now. I mean, the chart is not saying that thing right now, but there is a good chance if we see that potentially the bottom is 16, 17K is not maybe the bottom, but I cannot say right now that. I need to see first Bitcoin testing 20K, and after that, if we see the volume, remember here, if you see the ME55 broken here, and Bitcoin is below 20K, yes, I will start calling for 14K and 10K, but not now. It's too soon to say it. Remember, this is a higher time frames here. The only thing I'm telling you right now here, we are not in a bull market. We are at phase one of a bull market, and technically speaking. So remember what I said before is like we have the bear market, we have bounce here, reversal. Technically speaking, is still reversal. Maybe yes. Honestly, for me, this is not looking like reversal anymore. This is actually looking for a bull trap for me, and you will see another leg down here. And in this leg down, I want to see something. I want to see Bitcoin holding this level around 17K, 18K. Any close below there, you will see around 10K tested. And you will be very happy to test to buy Bitcoin at 10K, maybe. But you know what? If we see that, honestly, I don't think so. But if we see Bitcoin at 10K and 9K, Bitcoin officially will be in the first bear market in the monthly basis. So it's not going to be very funny for all of us because the next macro, imagine, right? Please, this is not technical analysis. This is just a speculation, okay? If Bitcoin breaks 15K, 16K, you will see this level tested, okay? But the trend in many years, as you can see here, is going to be broken. So the next bounce we can see here, yes, we will see maybe 30K, whatever, right? But this is gonna be what? A bounce for what? To keep falling, okay? Because that is gonna be the prediction in the monthly. Of course, it will take years. If we see that Bitcoin is gonna be in a bear market for many years, maybe 3 or 4, 5 years. So that's why I don't want to see Bitcoin breaking this area. This area is extremely important here. But if I am very, very honest with you, yeah, very, very, very honest, Bitcoin is losing steam, as you can see here, right? It's losing steam every time when every cycle, Bitcoin is pumping less and less and less and less. So the trend in the monthly basis is doing something like this. Okay, as you can see here, it's gonna reverse at some point. So that's why, of course, I'm expecting a big bounce, a bull market again. Yes, altcoin season, whatever. Yes, but I am not planning because someone was asking me yesterday, "Hey, are you planning to hold altcoins for 1 year or two?" I said the maximum time I hold altcoins maybe just 1 year. I am not like a big fan of holding forever and ever, right? And people they buy this argument because you know what, I did it in 2015, 16, and it's working. Yes, it's working. The problem here is like in the macro time frames, Bitcoin is still a baby. We have just one, just like 10 years or price action, right? So, and of course, Bitcoin has never been in a bear market. Never. Bitcoin doesn't know what is a bear market, and that is the point. Every time when you see on Twitter, or YouTubers, right, saying, bear market for Bitcoin, no, they don't actually don't know what they are talking about, because in the monthly basis, Bitcoin has never been a bear market. Tell me what is the bear market? This is just a correction in the weekly basis. Correction, correction. All of them, the target has been the MA55. And for first time in the history of Bitcoin after 10 years, Bitcoin technically broke the MA55, and there is a very good chance potentially Bitcoin will break twice, 2 times the MA55 in 1 year. The question is that healthy for you? No, right? It's not healthy. So that's why, remember in this channel, I'm showing you just the facts in the charts, okay? I want to see Bitcoin at 100K, yes. I want to see Bitcoin at 500K, yes, of course. But it's something I believe, I want, something I desire, right? But facts are facts, okay? So that's the point, reality. If you're a trader, you have to face reality. And that is something like actually in real life, you can see many people they don't want to see it. That's why they identify as a monkey, as whatever, right now. Even they don't know what is a woman. So the thing is like, and you know what? It's very good. Why? Because that is telling me they are very weak people, and in this kind of environment, it's very easy for us to make profits. Because if we do that, we are gonna um, master the trading. They are trading because trading is reality. So that's why here, one thing is what I believe. One thing what I desire, another thing is facts. So the facts here, Bitcoin actually is not very good. Okay, of course, following rules. My sister not trading, right? Maybe another YouTuber, maybe other guy. No, you know what? From here, Bitcoin will hit 50K, whatever. Who knows? Yes, I respect. But I back tested my sister not trading for more than 5 years, and well, actually, I can say it's quite strong, quite powerful, especially in higher time frames. So right now here we have weekly chart. Let me show you here. Bitcoin is not even entering here to the red zone, not yet. Volatility contraction is here. So let me tell you something. If Bitcoin breaks 25K, we will see something actually quite strong here, like a big move. Something like we saw in 2020 with coronavirus stuff. So something like that. I am expecting something like that. Now let me show you the bi-weekly chart. Bi-weekly chart is the same thing. We have a sell signal ADX negative, volatility contraction here. Look at this, the volume breaking the seller line here. So Bitcoin tested in December 2022 the volume, as you can see here, and we saw the bounce here. You see, beautiful, beautiful here around 16K, perfect. But this time, what it's doing is breaking the seller line here. The last time when Bitcoin broke the seller line here was in 2018. And what happened after that? We have a 50% crash after that. You see? After that, 6 months after that, crash. And that is my concern, my friend. Bi-weekly chart is not healthy anymore. And also, technically speaking, in volume, we are just in volume, right? We are still in upper market, as you can see here. So the question right now is what we should do. At least I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. In my case, nothing. Many times, the best trading the best trade is not trading. Don't chase the market. In this case, the last trade, official trade, like I opened was like almost 1 week ago, from in this bounce here. I open a long position around here and I close around here, and that's it. Since then, I open another long position around here. Bitcoin just bounced a little bit, and I got just stop it here flat. So that's it. You see, all this price action, I am not trading because why? Because I am looking for quality, not quantity. Okay, so that's why I am just waiting. Now, if I know bi-weekly chart is not very good, volume is not good, and this is flat. Remember, when you see the moving average flat like this is telling you volatility is contracting as well. So Bitcoin is about to move very hard, yeah. But maybe it's not gonna be in the direction you are looking for. Maybe it's not gonna be like this. Actually, it's gonna be like this to the downside. Okay. So level by level, remember we have now the next level I am looking for. If Bitcoin breaks 25K, I am looking for 18, 20K region. Any close below there, you will see Bitcoin actually in lower prices, Okay. So now let's talk about the 5-day chart. 5-day chart actually is very powerful here. Why? Because we have a better variance, as you can see here, and also we have here. I said to you, hey, if this is bullish, you wanna see Bitcoin bouncing from the MA55, the same thing as we saw in June this year, right? But this time, no, actually, it's not doing the same thing. And why? Because well, the monthly is coming here, and sorry. So as you can see here, higher time frames, they are not very friendly with Bitcoin. So that's why I will be very careful here. Well, I think the levels are there. If you see 3-day chart, for example, 3-day chart, same thing. We still have sell signal in progress. I think right now, weekly chart and monthly chart, the time frames, higher time frames, they will play. I think, for example, if we see to the chart, some people in my group said, "Ah, you know what? We have a buy signal into the chart." Yes, but what happened after that? You see, typically when you see these kind of things is when you see in a bear market or when the market is not healthy, is you when you see these kind of moves. So that's why I always watch the volume, because the volume is gonna tell you if this buy signal is potentially could be fake. If you don't see volume healthy with this potentially buy signal, or that is gonna be a problem. Potentially, there is a very good chance it's gonna be a fake signal. So that's why in one day chart, if you see the volume, The volume is just making new lows, as you can see here, right? Bitcoin is in sideways here, but the volume is making new lows. What is this telling me? It's not a hidden bullish variance, of course not. This is telling me people they are still selling here, right? They are not buying here. So if we see a bounce, for example, if we see a bounce here, 28K, 27K, it's gonna be a short opportunity for me, at least for me, right? Because I know volume is not healthy, right? So there is no bullish variance, there is nothing here. So that's why I will just be very, very, very careful here, looking for, buying and holding. I think many people, they will get wrecked again. This is a business, and many altcoins, they will just make new lows. For example, one of them I'm watching right now, I'm gonna talk about some altcoins, is Cardano. Cardano is at 0.25 cents. Let me show you something here. You said, you know what? We have a buy signal here in for Cardano. Yeah, but the problem here, remember, when you're trading altcoins, you are trading as well. You have to trade as well Bitcoin. The rule is very simple. If Bitcoin is not healthy, altcoins will not be healthy. Who cares if there is a buy signal? Yeah, because altcoins will follow Bitcoin, and that's it. Maybe you don't like that. You don't like it, but that is well, reality, facts. So the thing here is like Cardano, for example, is testing again this area again. There is no volume here, it's still a negative. So any close below 0.25 cents, you will see finally my final target is gonna be around 0.15 cents, something like that. Remember, this is a business. People who bought here in the coronavirus crash around here at 0.07, 0.08, remember, in average, all the altcoins will crash around 97%, 97, 98% from the top to the bottom. You can check the market cycles. For example, Ethereum from 1,500 in 2017 to $80, $75. Yeah, almost 95, 96% crash. And the idea is very simple. All the people, you know what? I'm going to hold 10 years. I'm going to become a millionaire. That mentality, they never sell. That's why they just get wrecked. Yeah. So that's why if you have this mentality, you have to be very careful here, because it's difficult to make profits, yes, but it's harder to keep them. How many times you bought an altcoin or Bitcoin or whatever, and you saw your wallet and your P&L, and oh my God, super good, you are very happy, right? But suddenly the bear market just hits, and you lose all the profits, right? And that's the point. You have no idea how many people I met in my life, like, you know what, I am making this money with Cardano and this and that. And now they are just quiet. They don't say anything. Why? Because they lost everything. You see? So the reality is like that. If you are making good profits in the markets, don't be too greedy, and learn how to keep it, how to keep your profits with you. That is another skill you have to learn. One skill is trading. You are making profits, good. Another skill is how to keep them. Okay? Remember this. Okay, so as you can see here, for example, Litecoin, I said, hey, Litecoin, careful here because we have a very variance. I bought around here and I sold around here, and that's it. And as you can see here, I said, hey, what is this? This is to the downside, you see? Now 65. Buy all in again. No. There is no volume here, as you can see here. The monthly basis, the monthly chart is gonna fire a sell signal soon. So let me tell you something. Litecoin is gonna test this area in some point, around $40. Yeah, and that's it. Because this one is gonna be a sell signal in the next 2-3 months. Yeah. So many altcoins, Neo, for example, is gonna do something like similar as iOS, where this coin broke this support, and you see. Let me show you here the chart. I know maybe this live stream is a little bit bearish, but well, you know me, right? When people are bullish, usually I am like showing you something very interesting here. iOS was holding this area for more than 4 years, since 2018, and broke the support in 2022. right? And after that, what happened? Big crash from this point to this point, around 78%, 80%. So this chart, remember this chart, many altcoins like Neo, like maybe Dot, maybe some of them, they will start looking like this, making new lows. For example, here, let me show you here. If Dot, for example, breaks this area, you will see Dot maybe at $2 or $3, and you can see we can see different chart. For example, Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is same thing. It's testing here $15. But if Bitcoin fires a sell signal in the monthly, that is the point. If Bitcoin fires a sell signal in higher time frames, like actually I'm expecting it's gonna do it, this year you will see the last leg down for all the altcoins. And that is actually the best opportunity to buy again for me. That's why I'm looking for, I've been waiting just for a long time, since 2021, this opportunity. So if you are not in my Discord, maybe you can join. You can, because sometimes I'm posting there. Sometimes I am not very active, and not because I don't want to post something, it's because there is not anything like relevant. Like the market is in sideways. What I can tell you, in sideways again, right? So usually when I post my positions there, I share my positions, and also when I'm expecting a move, right? So it's not every day, so it's not I don't care. Actually, yes, I care, but I don't want to, how can I say this, spam the Discord with nothing actually relevant. Okay, so let's talk about some other altcoins. For example, someone was asking me about BNB. BNB is testing again the lowest point here. Remember what I said before? Breaking $200, you will see $50. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, right? Yeah, I know. But this is actually, it could be real, potentially, yes. Let me show you here the weekly chart here. We have a buy signal here, yes. Remember, technically speaking, you want to buy here, okay, you can buy it, right? But the problem here is Bitcoin. If you don't see Bitcoin healthy, in my case, it's about risk management. Risk management. I mean, the good news here, the risk management here is quite, actually is very easy. For example, you want to buy here, yeah, you have to set your stop loss maybe around 170, around there, around 8%, and you are looking for to the moon, right? The next bull market, right? But any close below $200, I think BNB is gonna be actually around $50, $60. And what I'm saying these kind of things is because looks like Bitcoin is gonna be overextended. We are gonna see a 1 year an extension of sideways or maybe new lows. Okay, so maybe 2024 is not gonna be very, very, very good for. I mean, potentially we will not see the bull market in 2024. I think maybe by the end of the year, next year, maybe yes, maybe the beginning of 2025, potentially yes. But with this monthly sell signal forming in monthly here sell signal forming here, because we will see by the end of the year, we will see something like this. We will see something like this. In average, it will take 6 months just to recover from that. So imagine if we see November, December with this sell signal firing here. So that means the next 6 months of 2024, Bitcoin is gonna be in sideways or downside. So all in 2024, potentially, maybe the first 6 months of 2024, it will not be very bullish, actually. Okay, so let's continue. I'm going to continue with now the stock market. The first asset I want to talk is NVIDIA, because some people, they are asking me, actually, about this company, right? You know what? I am looking for new highs, whatever, right? Okay, let's talk about facts with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is still in a bull market? Yes, of course it is. Should I buy right now? No, thank you. No. The buy was here. And I said it a long time ago, here. In April was here. Okay? Now you have two options. You can just take your money, take your profits, or you can just protect your entry. Now, based on technical, of course, my technical analysis, this thing is forming now 1, 2, 3 strikes of better variance. So in some point next year, not this year, I think if we see something like this as a signal here, yes, I think Nvidia actually is getting ready for a pullback. But now, this pullback, it should be a buy opportunity, something like this, right? You see the pullback here, maybe in some point next year, and after that, continuation. No shorts. You want the short, it's up to you, but no shorts for me. So the thing here is very risky for me to buy right now here. Yes, of course, yes. And let me show you here the weekly chart here. Weekly chart, we have ADX negative here. Sell signal. The good news, we don't have a better variance. So what is this telling me? This is gonna be just gonna be a pullback, where the worst scenario for Nvidia is testing the MI55, and from there, only long positions is the only thing I am looking for this. Let me show you here the volume. The volume is very healthy. It's very healthy. Okay, so you are here. If I will be you, for example, if I am here, the only thing I will do is just protect my entry, and maybe in a couple years, maybe I will start looking for selling or closing my positions. Couple years, because volatility is not very high. Let's talk about the one-day chart. One-day chart here. Let me show you here one-day chart. We don't have volume here. Let me see the. Let me see here. Okay, we have better variance. We have 1, 2, 3 strikes of better variance. 427.26. Any close below there, you will see around 393, and from there a bounce, I think. Something like this. And after that, continuation. Okay. So I'm gonna continue with Netflix. Netflix actually very good, very good Netflix. Remember what I said here. This is a buy opportunity here, around 180, 80, 90. And from there, the target was MI55, 370. Now it's about there. Actually, very good, yes. It's still buy opportunity, and I don't think so. You will have to wait maybe next year. Potentially, we can see a buy signal here if Netflix is holding 350. As long as Netflix is holding 350, everything should be to the upside. Okay, so now let's continue with SP500. In the SP500 here, let me show you here. ADX, same as before. ADX negative here, sell signal, sideways here, and my target should be the MI55 in some point, around 4,190, 80, around there. That is the target I am looking for, maybe a bounce, something like this. But no shorts, at least not for me. I am not shorting. I am not interested in shorting this thing. Even for Bitcoin, I am not looking for shorts if I don't see a bounce. I need to see a bounce. For example, opening a short position right now here at $26,000. No, thank you. Actually, in this case, I am looking for a bounce first. I am looking for a bounce, doing something like this, right? Doing something like this. And here you see Bitcoin at 27K or something like that. Yes, maybe from there, I'm going to start looking for a short opportunity. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. And thank you for watching.